Welcome to Tickets to Travel, the business of travel experiences. I'm your host, Mario Bauduin, with the backstage pass to the world where music, travel, and big dollars collide. Thanks for following along every week as we provide insights and the innovators in the world of travel experiences. We've got a quick one this week where we take a look at the top 5 music tours, venues, and festivals for 2024. And of course, their impact on travel behavior to those destinations. Now, before we dive into today's chart-topping episode, we aim here at Tickets to Travel to educate travel professionals on the entertainment ticketing industry and, of course, entertainment ticketing pros on the travel industry. Once these two industries are finally aware of their similarities and how they impact each other, we'll all be printing money, guys. So think of Tickets to Travel as your resource for both, where we speak both languages. A quick shout out to some of the folks who make these insights possible. Big names like Billboard Magazine and Polestar have been pivotal in compiling the stats and trends we'll be discussing today. Let's talk about Billboard for a moment. Founded way back in 1894, this legendary publication started as a trade magazine covering outdoor entertainment. Think circuses and fairs. Fast forward to today, and it's the definitive authority on all things music, from the iconic Billboard Hot 100 to their in-depth analysis of tours, festivals, and album sales. It's not just about music charts. It's about understanding the business behind the beats. Then there's Polestar, the industry Bible for live entertainment. Since its founding in 1981, Polestar has been tracking ticket sales, venue performance, and tour revenues, making it the go-to source for concert promoters, venue operators, and yes, travel professionals. Because let's face it, when an artist sells out a 60,000-seat stadium, it's not just the fans winning. It's the airlines, the hotels, the restaurants, and even the Uber drivers cashing in on all of it. For travel professionals, these numbers aren't just trivia. They're a roadmap. Similar to how a hotelier looks at a star report or an IATA or OTA report, tours, festivals, and iconic venues don't just entertain us. They shape entire economies, influencing travel trends and spike demand for everything from hotel rooms to flights. If you're in travel and not paying attention to this space, well, you're leaving some money on the table. So today we're counting down the top 5 music tours, venues, and festivals of 2024. These aren't just concerts. They're global spectacles driving billions in spending. Along the way, we'll look at their revenue, destinations, and even some surprising fun facts, all while unpacking their staggering influence on local economies. Grab your backstage pass because it's time to rock and roll. Let's kick things off with the headliners, the top 5 music tours of 2024. These artists didn't just dominate the charts, they transformed cities into travel hotspots. First up, of course, we have Taylor Swift's The Eras Tour. If 2023 was huge, 2024 is downright astronomical. Expanding to Asia, South America, and more U.S. cities, the tour is on track to hit $1.5 billion in revenue. That's billion with a B. And the Swiftie effect is real, folks. In Buenos Aires, her November shows brought a 30% spike in international arrivals. Hotels were booked solid, and restaurants were revenue surges as fans flocked to the city. With her South American dates coinciding with the region's spring shoulder season, Taylor didn't just sell tickets, she extended tourism seasonality in a big, big way. And there's Beyoncé and the Renaissance World Tour. This powerhouse brought in $750 million globally, with Europe, the US, and Africa taking center stage. In Stockholm, where her tour kicked off in May, over 300 hotel rooms were snapped up by her crew alone. Fans from across Europe descended on the city, driving a 25% spike in airfare prices. The timing here was perfect. May is a pre-summer lull for many European cities, but Queen Bey turned it into a peak travel period. Next, let's talk about Bad Bunny's Most Wanted tour. This Puerto Rican superstar is expected to pull in $500 million this year, and his impact on destinations like San Juan is staggering. His hometown shows in January transformed what is typically a quieter travel period into a bustling, high-demand season. Airbnbs filled up, tourism dollars flowed, and Puerto Rico cemented itself as a go-to destination for music fans. Meanwhile, the weekend's After Hours Till Dawn tour broke new ground with stadium shows in the Middle East. Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, became an unlikely music hotspot when The Weeknd performed there in February. This is typically a slower period for tourism, but his fans didn't care. Bookings surged by 60%, making it a milestone moment for both the artist and the region. Rounding out our list is Harry Styles. Harry Styles' Love on Tour. Now, in his final leg in July, his Lisbon concert sold out in record time, drawing 80% of attendees from outside of Portugal. This brought a midsummer tourism boom to Lisbon, with flights and hotels filling up as fans turned their concert experience into a full-fledged vacation.
Attention all event goers and organizers. Say goodbye to travel headaches and hello to CrewFare, your ultimate group travel solution for events, festivals, and sports experiences. Whether you're heading to the concert of the year, the big game, or unforgettable festivals, CrewFare gets you there with exclusive discounts on accommodations, seamless booking options, and 24/7 live support to make your trip stress-free. And for event organizers, CrewFare has you covered. Monetize attendee travel, streamline hotel room blocks, and gain powerful insights to make every event a success. With over 200,000 happy travelers and partnerships with more than 100 events, CrewFare is redefining the way we travel for moments that matter. Visit CrewFare.com today to book your next event travel experience or discover how CrewFare can take your event to the next level. CrewFare, where travel meets unforgettable experiences.
Now let's talk venues. These aren't just places where music happens. They're economic engines in their own right. Take Madison Square Garden in New York City, with over 150 events in 2024, including legendary residencies by Billy Joel and Harry Styles. The Garden raked in $135 million. Its impact on New York City's tourism can't be overstated. Ask any hotel revenue manager in its vicinity. MSG's events drew an extra 2 million visitors to the Big Apple, boosting hotel bookings and keeping Times Square buzzing year-round. Across the pond, Wembley Stadium in London was just as impressive. Hosting massive shows for Taylor Swift and Beyoncé, Wembley brought 500,000 fans to London during the typically quieter post-summer travel period in September. In Los Angeles, SoFi Stadium proved it's more than just a football venue. Hosting its first ever music festival, SoFi Sounds, it filled nearby hotels to 95% occupancies. With an average room rate spiking above $450 a night, LA became a hotbed for music fans and travelers alike. Further south, Oro Sol in Mexico City set records with a sold-out Bad Bunny concert. Over 80,000 fans attended, driving a 25% bump in tourism during the time when the city usually sees a dip in international arrivals. Let's not forget the iconic Sydney Opera House, which celebrated its 50th anniversary with a star-studded concert series. This drew global attention to Sydney, with international visitors boosting tourism by 15% during the austral spring in October. And we can't talk about 2024 in venues without talking about the Sphere in Las Vegas. If you haven't seen it, the Sphere is an absolute marvel. A 366-foot tall dome with over 1.2 million LED lights on its exterior, making it visible from space, or so the legend goes. Inside it's just as impressive, with a 16K resolution wraparound screen and a sound system so advanced it can direct audio to individual seats. This isn't just a venue, it's a sensory overload in the best way possible. Since opening in late 2023, the Sphere has quickly become the place to see and be seen in 2024. Anchored by U2's residency, U2 Octon Baby Live at the Sphere, the venue has drawn music lovers from around the globe. U2's 40-show residency grossed over $240 million, selling more than 660,000 tickets. Not bad for a band that started in Irish pubs, right? But it's not just music. The Sphere is diversifying entertainment with immersive film experiences, starting with Postcards from Earth, a mind-blowing journey through our planet that uses full 16K screens to transport audiences into otherworldly landscapes. It's pure magic and is bringing families and tech enthusiasts into the fold alongside concert-goers. The experience has been generating over 1 million in average daily ticket sales. This isn't just another flashy attraction. It's an economic powerhouse in its first full 3 months of operations. The Sphere generated $167.8 million in revenue. Local hotels have reported a 30% uptick in bookings during the Sphere's events, and nearby restaurants are seeing lines out the door as event goers pack the Strip, even midweek when Vegas can be quieter. The Sphere is bringing in crowds, effectively extending the city's peak tourism seasons. Finally, we can't talk about music and travel without diving into festivals. These multi-day extravaganzas turn destinations into global gathering spots. Let's start with the granddaddy of them all, Coachella. Held in April in California's Coachella Valley, it brought in $160 million and filled Palm Springs Airbnbs like never before. Hotel rates jumped 60%, and the local economy saw $700 million in festival-related spending. In Belgium, Tomorrowland turned July into a travel frenzy. The festival's global journey packages, which combined tickets with travel, flew in fans from over 200 countries. Brussels and Bruges saw a significant bump in tourism as fans extended their stays to explore the region. In the UK, Glastonbury remains the ultimate bucket list festival. Its dairy farm roots are quirky enough, but it's the festival's sheer scale that's remarkable. Held in June, it attracted over 250,000 attendees, turning the sleepy English countryside into a bustling hub of music and economic activity. In the U.S., Lollapalooza in Chicago packed the city with fans in August. Hotel occupancies hit 98%, with visitors spending an average of $1,200 during their stay. And finally, there's Rock in Rio. The Brazilian gem in September brought $300 million in tourism dollars to Rio, all while planting 500,000 trees as part of the sustainability efforts. So what have we learned today? Music is more than entertainment. It's an economic force. In 2024, these tours, venues, and festivals didn't just sell tickets. They filled flights, hotels, and restaurants, shaping the travel industry along the way. As we look to 2025, travel professionals would be wise to pay attention to this trend. The rise of dynamic travel packages for concerts, the growth of sustainable tourism tied to festivals, and the expanding global reach of music tours are setting the stage for even greater opportunities next year. Thanks for tuning into Tickets to Travel, the business of travel experiences. I've been your host, Mario Bauduin, reminding you that every ticket is a ticket to travel. See you at the next show, or at least the next airport lounge. Safe travels.
Attention travel and ticketing innovators. Whether you're a startup disrupting the industry or an established company ready to take your distribution strategy to the next level, Expo Travel is your ultimate partner in online travel and ticketing distribution. We specialize in helping businesses of all sizes optimize their operations, expand their reach, and unlock new revenue streams. And for startups looking to grow, we partnered with top venture capital syndicates to help you secure the funding you need to turn bold ideas into thriving businesses. From refining businesses to scaling operations and raising capital, Expo Travel is here to drive your success. Visit Expo Travel today. That's xpotravel.com for a consultation. And let's transform the way the world travels, one innovation at a time. Expo Travel, because the future of travel and ticketing starts with you.